Hi. Today would have been my grandma's 99th birthday, and I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about her today. I mean, my mom mentioned it this morning that her mom would have been 99 today, and I asked how my mom was feeling and uh, tried to give her a chance to talk about her mom because I know she misses her. Um, and then I grabbed my stuff and I went to work, and I didn't really think about it until I'm at my church's institute building, where I take some religion classes. And after class, one of my friends sat down at a piano and just started playing some children's hymns. Um, and they played a hymn that is kind of a random hymn that not a lot of people play, but it happens to be a hymn that not this grandma, but my other grandma wants me to sing at her funeral. So I was like, of all the hymns, okay. The one that makes me think about my grandma dying, and then I was like, oh, I do have a dead grandma. Let me think about my dead grandma, and then that was the thought process. So anyway, so then I've just been thinking about my dead grandma, and we had a complicated relationship. I didn't know her very well. I saw her once a year, and she had high standards. And I don't know that anyone lived up to them, to be honest. Like, she liked things to be done the right way, and most people did not do things the right way. Anyway, and as I think about my grandma, those moments of feeling like I wasn't good enough, or feeling like I let her down in some way, those are the ones that come to mind first. And so it's hard to still miss her. And as I was thinking about my dead grandma, uh, I don't really talk about her a lot because I feel bad saying that our relationship was complicated, and that's true, but it feels wrong to speak about her that way, especially because she's not here to tell her part of the story and all the things. Um, but anyway, so I don't normally talk about her. But when my friend started playing that hymn, I started to think about her, and I wondered. I thought about the things that I don't necessarily miss about having my grandma around, but I wondered what things I do miss about my grandma. And so I went back and looked at some old photos, and mixed in just with some old photos. There, someone had taken a picture of her obituary, and so I read that, and I'm so glad I did, because she was such a complicated woman, and she was so exact and such a strict uh, influence, I guess, in my life. But reading her obituary, it reminded me of her softer sides, and it reminded me of why I love baking at Christmas time, because that's what she did, and that's what she taught my mom to do, and so that's what we do. We're Czech, and we bake bukta and kolachki and hoska, and she would play piano, and she was amazing at it. And she was in Girl Scouts, and I was in Girl Scouts, and it just reminded me of the good things that I miss about my grandma. Um, and so anyway, in honor of my grandma and um, the best parts of her, I thought that I would play something on the piano, and I don't play piano that well. Um, if she were here, she would tell you that. But this is a random hymn, also from the children's hymn book. I hadn't heard it until today, but I felt like it captures a lot of what I'm feeling today as I remember my my stubborn and exacting grandma, and try to express that on the instrument that she loved, I guess. So anyway, um, the world is so lovely, I'm glad as can be, for all that the Lord has created for me. The sunshine, the flowers, the stars up above, a home where I I just love that. There are complicated relationships in all of our lives, and there are complicated things about the world, but this hymn just reminded me to continue to look for the good. And even though I have not great memories, not bad, not terrible, but just not fantastic memories of my grandma that come first, it doesn't mean that those are all the memories that I have. And I'm glad that this hymn reminded me to look for the beautiful things like the sunshine and the flowers and the family that I love. I do love my grandma, and I do miss her. I know that if she were here right now, she would say, man, you really need to keep practicing. And she's right. But anyway, I hope we all look for the good today. So I hope you're having a good day, and Grandma, I hope you have a happy birthday. You're missed.